Hello everybody and welcome, it's your boy Logic, and here we're going to be with BattleMania Season 3 Invitational, and this is going to be the final game here between Alec Rao and Caradoc. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting one. We weren't able to finish it off there in the last live stream, so we're going to be finishing off here in this live stream. So hello and welcome everybody, welcome CJ, welcome Flex, how are you doing Zypher, fantastic games between us earlier by the way. Welcome, Krell. Very, very nice to see you back as well. And Mr. Blackthorn, how are we? Hope we're all doing really well. Hope we're all having a fantastic evening. So what we'll do here is we'll delve into the replays and we'll go through them one by one. But has anybody got any predictions before we start? Looks like here we're talking about a game that Blackthorn had against... Oh, CJ. Okay. Mr. Complex Slayer. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about Throg. I feel like Throg should be insane, but he's just not sometimes. He's really just not. But yes, here we go. Okay, so it looks like we'll pop in straight with it then. So we're going to go into replays, and we're going to go with this one here. Okay, so we're going to have game one. It's going to be on Outdorf Outskirts. These maps would have been set for the tournament. Hey, Grimjow, how you doing, bro? Nice to see you on the stream. How you doing for Poland? Grimjow is actually a mate of mine, and he's one of my teammates here for Apex. So hopefully soon we'll be posting some content of us playing Apex together. But I hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're having a brilliant evening. I believe you're with your missus, so I hope you're both having a good day. Yes, thanks, Logic. All good. Hope you're doing well, and you sound lovely, lively. Oh yeah. Really good today. I actually just came back from football, so I just came back, had a quick shower, and yeah, ready to go. But we're going to pop in here with, I believe, the Chaos. I actually didn't see who was what side. I believe Alec Rao here is going to be the Greenskins, and then we have Caradoc with the Chaos. Chaos is a pretty good counter. They have some nice stuff here. They can really deal with the Greenskins, but it's still a pretty tough matchup, I must say. I'm good, and you, dude? Yeah, I'm really good, thank you, buddy. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting some more games going. I know Yumi and Chunky haven't had enough time recently to play. So I went on with Chunks yesterday, and it was super fun, man. We played some cool games. But yeah, we have some Chaos Marauders here in the front line, and it's like we're going to have some chosen warriors with great weapons there, with a lot more armor that sometimes the Greenskins can really struggle with. Lots of armor is something that they certainly can have some problems. So lots of Chaos Monsters with great weapons, lots of AP from them. The Unbreakable Fear-Causing Chaos spawn with some more Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Lots and lots of AP. Very, very interesting to see here with all that AP. We're going to have Sigvold the Unkillable. Sigvold here will, of course, be having his Perfect Vigor, Immune to Psychology, and Auroric Armor. He's going to be very, very cheap today. He's not going to be coming with his other two items, which I believe is Heroic Killing Blow for the extra AP and base weapon damage. And he can also come with Slippery, which gives him increased speed and melee defense. So it looks like he's not going to be coming with those. Or Stand or Die, I believe you can have as well, which is plus 24 melee defense and plus 16 leadership in a 40-meter radius. So we won't be having any of those, so he's going to be super duper cheap today. And we're going to have some more Chaos Marauders here in the front with some Marauder Horsemen with those really, really nice javelins. Only 80 range, but can still do lots and lots of good work. Looks like we're going to have one Exalted Hero in the sky, which is going to have the Hellfire Sword. Interesting. I like it for the fire damage. So for the fire damage, you could be really good taking out Grom, etc. So this could be quite the nice play. Also going to be having the Mark of Khorne. I think in this particular matchup, I'd like to have two Exalted Heroes in the sky on Manticores, and then probably the Ever Chicken for that Terror. Can be really handy. But it isn't like we are going to have a Chaos Sorcerer as well in the sky. He's also going to be having a Manticore. He will be having Burning Head, the Fireball, Kindle Flame, and obviously that encourages all the other good stats. We'll be having the Chaos Warhounds in the back with some more Chaos Knights. So you don't often see Chaos Knights. I do generally prefer the Lancer version. Coming with that 80 charge can be very, very nice here. But some more Chaos Warhounds in the back. So that's going to be the Chaos Army here for Sir Caradoc himself. And here for Alec Rao, we're going to be having the Forest Goblin Spider Riders protecting up against some Spider Rider Archers, including the Death Creepers. I really like the Death Creepers. For those that don't know, they actually come with regeneration. And of course, they'll be having those triple gold stats as well, so they will be nice and boosted there compared to the normal ones. They'll also be having Stalk, Firewall's Moving, and all the good stuff. It's like they're going to be having the Spirit of Gork or Mork. Interesting. Not sure where that's coming from there, but that's certainly coming map-wide from something. Oh my god, it looks like the big and rogue idol will be here today. That's an interesting play. Very, very interesting. So looks like we're going to have some normal goblins as well as the AP colonies. These bad boys do come with their fanatical abilities, which are of course exceptional in almost every single matchup. We will be having some very expensive Black Orcs with very, very good AP enemy to psychology. And this gigantic thundering beast. This guy is just exceptional. He will be having his Robber to Ruin. This guy can get over 1,280 weapon strength with all of the buffs. It can even go higher than that sometimes, but I've seen him go 1,280 something, and this guy can just destroy people. He can just absolutely wreck people. Looks like we're going to 2 units of the Black Chalks, and we'll be having some more Night Goblin Fanatics with some Gobbos there on the side. We're going to be having Azag the Slaughterer King in the sky on top of his Wyvern. He will be having Spirit Leech. Aspect of the Dreadnought is in the world, which is quite interesting. Probably going for that leadership. Get on with it as well at Spirit Leeching and, of course, Encourage. Over here on the right-hand side, we'll be having some Forest Goblin Spider Riders with the nice archers there, some more Mogrims, Magi Marauders, and they're going to be protected here by the Forest Goblin Spider Riders with a 3rd unit of the Forest Goblin Spiders. So it's like lots of spiders, and we are going to have the ROR Mogrims, Magi Marauders. Very, very interesting here. How are we doing, Venture? Hope you're doing well. Let's see how the Greenskins, Wood Elves, and Brett get. Yeah, generally that's is how it goes. How are we doing? Yes, sir. How are we doing? Evening all. Evening to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so let's get on with it. So it looks like here both are going to be coming together. Going to be no Grom today, which is quite interesting. Very interested not to see Grom. This is going to be quite the different matchup. The Rogue Idol can do some serious damage though, especially up against this nicely slow, heavy infantry. As you can see in the front line there, look at that. Fantastic coming down there. 5 models gone from 1 hit. Over 1,000 HP damage dealt there. We are also going to be having a Spirit Leech. Azag does actually have 110 speed in this guy compared to the, I think it's like 85 speed there. Fireball going down, the Fireball will certainly miss, I'm sure. Oh, he was 2 steel. And that's a bit of a shame there to see that. Azag's going to take a big hit there to the face, a couple of 100 damage there for that cheap one. And it looks like here the doggos are going to be pouncing on top of the Forest Goblin Spider Riders that will allow the Broad Horseman Javelin to cover on the sides. Now you do have the poison and the extra range here from the Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archers, but they're not going to have the speed of the Chaos Warhounds. Coming down with the Terror is going to be Azag the Sorcerer, and this is when the real battle is going to go down. We are going to lose some Spider Riders, but it all comes down to this Skirmish Cavalry, because of course, once the Skirmish Cavalry has used all of its ammunition, it'll be very good at chasing units off here in the late stages of the game. So whichever Skirmish Cavalry side here does come up and above will generally be winning here in this contest. A very nice rock here down the flanks, killing 12 models of Chaos Knights. Look at that, Chaos Knights absolutely everywhere here. We're going to hit the front line up against the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, having some very good poison here as they are going to be getting involved with Sigvold and just hold about 3 units, which really is going to be paying a lot there for their price value of 400. Azag's taking a bit of a hit here, 3.3, that's a fireball there. It did quite a bit of damage, you know, just one fireball can seriously, those fireballs certainly add up over time. A very weak Exalted Hero who's certainly been smashing, maybe a couple of Spirit Leeches going down on him. Spirit Leeches can certainly also add up over time as well. Most of the forces of the Chaos are going to be moving forward. And as we can see, it looks like they're trying to converge on this middle portion. These Black Orcs are certainly going to be busy, they're very going to be busy to deal with. As you can see, the Chaos Warriors, great weapons, are going to be coming in, but they'll easily lose here up against those Black Orcs. Fireball will be missing, and we can see the Spider Riders are going to come back. Looks like they're just going to be the normal ones as well, so pretty low leadership for them, somewhere in the mid-40s, so they can certainly be pushed off by fear and terror quite comfortably. In the sky, we are going to be having Azag, another Spirit Leech here. It's going to go down on the Fire Sorcerer here. Fire Sorcerer will be having 3.5, so not too meaty on the health, unfortunately. But as you can see, the Morgans Magi Marauders are going to get some brilliant value here. Lots of armor piercing from these bad boys, and they'll certainly wreck here up against the Chaos Warriors. Burning Head is going to come down on the Spiders, as well as the Black Orcs. Not going to do too much damage there to the Black Orcs, but getting rid of those Spider Riders will really help there on that mobility front. Getting rid of those can be really important, as it really leaves open here up against the Skirmish Cavalry. Fireball going down again. Azag needs to keep moving. Oh, near miss there. Brilliant stuff from them. 3,077 left for him. But Spirit Leeches here on the Exalted Hero and the Chaos Warrior can really hurt over time. The Gobbos do have War going off, which will be giving them 44 mana attack, which will really help them deal with these Chaos Marauders. And it looks like the Black Horse of War as well is also super, super dangerous. Another Spirit Leech going down here on top of the Exalted Hero. His leadership's going to be pretty high, but if he just drop below that 50%, he will be losing his marker of Corn. Big rocks going down here up against the Skirmish Cavalry, and that's going to be the perfect thing here. I really don't know if there is much to deal with this Rogue Idol, because even if you deal with a Rogue Idol, you've then got to deal with 2 units of Black Orcs, which is what I really like about this army. You have a choice here. Do you go for the Rogue Idol, or do you go for the Black Orcs? And I thought the Black Orcs have been chosen today, but it means the Rogue Idol will certainly get some value, and even then, when it uses all its ammunition, it can replenish from itself. Big hits there going down the front on the Chaos Knights as well. Going to be down to 27 models there. But the front line is starting to lose here from the Greenskins. Those Gobbos, they've tried their best, but they're really not going to be holding up too strong here. So the 8 Peak Loonies, I think they've already used one of their abilities, but a really nice Fanatics here would be, there we go, look at that. Fantastic stuff. Looks like here we are going to get a really good Fanatic here in the pocket. That's going to go up against those Elite Chaos Knights as well as those Elite Chaos Warriors with great weapons. We do have Sigurd here, which will be fighting up against the Dabigan. And we are also going to have the Exalted Hero as well as some of those Chaos Spawn. Now they are unbreakable, so as long as we keep that Cycle Charge going, looks like he just missed on that Exalted Hero. 400 HP left for him. And maybe another Spirit Leech could be really, really good here. I actually think Azag could probably win in hand-to-hand combat with this Chaos Sorcerer. He's a little bit overextended here, far too far away from his other unit, and they are going to be getting kited here in the sky. He is going to be wavering, 200 HP left and negative 11 leadership there, meaning he's going to be probably getting pushed off here on the edge of the map. You are going to lose on your doggos. A lot of your Skirmish Cavalry has gone here for the Chaos, and this is where it starts to really get painful. This is what the Greenskins are really good at doing, just mass cheap Skirmish Cavalry. Look, still going to be having 78 speed, and they can just dominate this battlefield. They're going to use the Rogue Idol here just to keep going. You will lose to Sigvald over time, but you'll certainly bring him down and closer to his healing cap. As long as you can keep the armor-piercing Chaos Warriors away with those great weapons, you should do pretty fine here. I think this could be a win for the Greenskins. This time balance of power is going to be relatively even. It's going to be 490 for the Greenies up against 277 for the Chaos. Terror going to be very helpful here for Azag as well, just going to be terrifying its left, right and centre. No immune to Psychology here for the Chaos Warriors. And I don't believe there's actually any immune to Psychology for Chaos Chosen either. While we'll be going down, which is going to give a massive 97 melee attack here for Devigan, as well as that massive 931 weapon strength. Chaos Sorcerer still going strong though. He's going to be having 3.1k HP, and it looks like Sigvald just got thrown halfway across Outdorf here, and I'm sure he's going to come back for more. He's going to be certainly trying his best, but of course, the more damage he does to the Rogue Idol, the more damage he's going to deal back to him. So if he does come through there with that 73 melee attack, Sigvald will certainly feel it. Black Orcs were chasing off against the Chaos Warriors, but the Black Orcs will need to get back here and help deal with Sigvald. Sigvald goes here, it will be GG's. I think it is starting to fall apart for the Chaos here. As you can see, start to lose those Chaos Knights. We do have the Exalted Hero here on the side, but as soon as he gets anywhere near combat, he will be getting broken. We have shattered the Chaos Warhounds, and I believe that's all of the cavalry or any of the fast entities here from the Chaos. We do have wavering units of the great weapons for the Chaos Warriors, just darted around here, but just not quite enough. Fireball going to be missing here on Attack the Slaughter as he does come back to the sky, and he will comfortably win hand-to-hand here. If you're the Chaos, you sort of have to take this engagement and hope that RNGesus is on your side. If he isn't, oh, you might get a rare charge here. Good hit there on Attack the Slaughterer, but it looks like here it is going to be a pull from the Chaos. Also, I beg your pardon, it was Alec Rao playing on the side of the Chaos. So, for those that don't know, hey buddies, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. For those that don't know, I actually haven't seen these games. So, yeah, it should be pretty fun to see all these for the first time with you guys as well. But it looks like here, Alec Rao does go down at 0-1. So, it's going to be Caradoc here that is going to be in the lead. But as you can see here, there's like 1.6k for Sigvald, 69 for the Exalted Hero, 1,000 for the Chaos Sorcerer of Fire, 600 for the Chaos Spawn, not too bad. You would expect a little bit more from them, really, but 450, 330, 680, and it was like 820 for the Chaos Warriors. Bit of a shame there. You would also expect more from them, costing them about 850 each. Certainly expect more. That's going to be the main bulk of your chunk that you're expecting to get some value from. Even more disappointing is going to be the Chaos Knights. I really don't like Chaos Knights. I don't think they really pay for themselves too much. They are very, very good. I do prefer the Lance version. But still, 600 damage value for these boys is not bad at all. And I believe here also with the Chaos, I feel like if you're going to go in with Skirmish Cavalry, you need to go for it. Otherwise, I don't know. It's difficult. It is difficult. I think maybe he was trying 2 Warhounds with 2 Marauder Horsemen to see maybe if he can try and get an effective trade here up against some of the skirmish cavalry. But 2,100 for the Rogue Idol, which is really, really cool, and 1,100 for the Morgan's Mangin Marauders. Perfect in this matchup. Lots of armor piercing. 530 for the Forest Goblin Spiders. 600 with 635 here for the Death Creepers, and 626 here for the normal ones as well. 100 for the Forest Goblin Spider Riders with 210 as well. Going to be getting 570 for the Black Orcs with 1,100 here for the second unit. The Goblins coming in at 440 and at 207. This here just showing how well with WoW that the Greenskins, even with their Goblins, their lowest tier units can really perform, getting nearly 1.5 times its value. 8 units getting 980, as well as getting 700 here for the second unit, with Azeg the Slaughterer getting 1,238. Brilliant stuff here. How you doing, Caradoc? That was a really, really cool army, by the way, buddy. I really like that. I really like that. It was a super cool build, and actually, I think it was pretty smart. 180. So if we do pop to here, we'll be going to Mr. Caradoc, and we'll be changing his score. It's going to be 1-0 for Caradoc here so far in the final. Now, these guys did play a best of 5. They didn't actually play a best of 7 in the end. So we'll be hopping on to this one here. Give me just 2 seconds. I seem to have got over the most of hay fever, but it's still like kind of affecting me, but not really. Alright, let's have a look and see what you guys are saying. No spoilers, Caradon. No spoilers. Yes, thanks, Logic. All good. I hope you're doing... Yeah, I'm glad you're doing well, Crow. I really am glad you're doing well, buddy. Nice to see you back here. Chaos Lords on Dragons are underrated, in my opinion. In some matchups. Beastmen into Greenskins is also good to go air. Okay. Sadly, I'll have to go a bit later for me. Have a good night and enjoy the stream. Thank you very much, Blackthorn, for dropping by, buddy. I really appreciate it. Let's see how many Greenskins. Yeah, it will be a lot. Caradoc plays Greenskins and Alec Rao plays Chaos. I'm sure that's going to flip. Here. So let's go here in game 2 and let's see what we get. So it looks like here Alec Rao will be playing the Greenskins. So it looks like he's going to be having quite the force here. Lots of skirmish cavalry, and he will be playing up against the Skaven. Very, very interesting, with also artillery as well. This is surely to be one of the ages. Alright, let's pause this. I see you guys saying a couple of things. Zypher, why didn't you join BBB? I mean, it's up to Zypher who he wants to join, right? You know, Zypher can join who he wants to join, and join whoever he's happy joining, whoever he's gonna, you know, get what he wants for most. Yeah, the hay fever did start a little bit. I've been fine all day, actually. Maybe the football was what cleared it up for me, but I've come back and I'm struggling a bit. Oh, Zypher, why did you join BBB? Oh, you did join BBB, Zypher. Oh, that's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you did. I mean, it's best of 5. It is 3-1 in one way or another, so, you know, you're going to see who wins and who doesn't. But this is the problem with, you know, I asked all you guys, and, you know, there was a couple of complaints in the Discords before this, is everyone was, because a few people couldn't play, everybody wanted to do them all offline, which means all of these would have been a replay. Which means you guys probably could have worked out what was going to go on, right? You know, it doesn't take a mastermind to work out what's going to go on here. But I know you guys prefer watching this on live stream. You know, I think we had like 17 votes for and 3 against when I left to go play for football. So I tried to play them as much on the live stream as I could. But unfortunately, last time it just took too long. But here we go. Guts Runners with the poison here.
I always find this a bit of an interesting army. I'm not a fan of gutter runners with poison, but if anybody can explain to me why they like them so much, I'm always down to listen. Yeah, it'd be nice to learn what they really offer this army, because I wonder what they can offer that, for example, Poison with Globes don't, or maybe even Warlock Giselles. You know, what do they offer that's different between the two? Obviously, they're very, very different mechanics, but, you know, what do you get that's different that would mean bring Gutter Runner Poisons? What is that? Why would you bring that? In my personal opinion, I think they're targeted as like Chameleon Skinks, but worse, if that makes sense. So we're also going to be having a Pack Master here. So the Pack Master will be obviously getting nerfed here a little bit with the mount as well. We'll be having that regeneration. Yeah, pretty good overall. Looks like he's not going to be having too much. Looks like it's just going to be naked. We're also going to be having Throt the Unclean, who also got a nerf there due to his price. He will be having the Beast Pack, Remolded, Master Controller, but he's not going to be having his bonus first large. He's not going to be having Creature Killer, which is quite interesting. We are going to have 2 units of the Poison Wind Globadiers, with 3 units of Skaven Slaves at the front, and 2 Clan Rat Spears. Make that 3, 4, with some Skaven Slave Spears at the back as well. We're going to have some Plague Monk Bearer Sensor Bearers. Just like 2 units of these bad boys. Armor Piercing, Discourage, Magic Attacks. You know, pretty good all round overall. And we're going to be having Ikit's Zap Zap Cannons. These are, yeah, pretty good. I like these guys quite a lot. They are going to have their ability here, which is +10 ability recharge rate. And over here for the greenies, let's get on this left-hand side. We are going to have the Goblin Wolf Rider Archers, as well as some Forest Goblins and some Goblin Spider Riders. For the main thick of the force, we are going to have some Orc Boys, as well as some Gobbos. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Gobbos. Gobbos are just exceptional. I can't really think, you know, with War. If you get 2 Wars, I can't see how, and, you know, they fight through both Wars. I can't really see how Goblins don't pay for themselves. They're just too good not to. And you are going to have the 8 Peak Lunars, of course, with those very, very nice Fanatics there. It looks like we're going to have 3 units of the Stone Trolls, some more Orc Boys, and Grom the Paunch. So Grom the Paunch here will be having Axagrom, Lucky Banner, the Great in its Ear, and the Language of the Boys for that immune to psychology. We'll also be having the Morgrub's Mangy Marauders, the Goblin Wolf Rider Archers as well. I'm pretty sure we saw the Mangy Marauders. Oh, maybe we didn't. So it's just going to be some normal Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. Yeah, and some normal Forest Goblin Spiders. Pretty sure I saw something there, but maybe not. So we're also going to be having the Giant River Troll Hag, who will be having Spirit Leech, Aspect of the Dread Knight, and also Overwhelming Odor. I'm surprised you're coming with Aspect of the Dread Knight. Yes, it can cause terror, but interesting you're going to come with that, and you're not going to come with Doom and Darkness. Of course, if you cast that, and if you overcast that, it comes with a nice area of effect, which means you can have negative 16 leadership. You know, if we take Skaven Slaves, for example, they have 30, what's that leadership? That's plus leadership at the moment. We can obviously have a look. To get rid of some of that leadership, you know, get rid of that, what's that, 11, 15 leadership. These boys are going to be down to, say, 35. So negative 16's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Unfortunately, it's midweek and too late for me to hang here. Have a nice time watching my strange moves in the final. No worries, buddy. I'm sure you played it very, very well. But let's go into this now and we'll see. So game 2, we are going to be going forward with the Pack Master and Throt the Unclean. And the thing about these two are very, very good players. So some things that might seem strange aren't necessarily strange. They're just different tactics. You know, when it comes to competition, you've all tried things. You know, I brought armies that I thought were good. And, you know, I go try them in a tournament, and someone just brings something completely different that throws me off, you know. Maybe a little bit against the meta, something that's tried that's worked, and, you know, people aren't prepared for. Yeah, I've seen a lot of greenskin armies that actually don't bring Stone Trolls, but here you're going to be seeing 3, so, you know, you've always got to prepare for every single outcome. You know, I think also Morgrub's Mangy Marauders are also something you generally would bring, but in this matchup, it kind of makes sense that you're not going to see them. There's not too much armor to worry about. Even with Throt the Unclean, 45 armor, and it's going to be 40 armor here for the Packmaster. Yeah, there's not much armor. Even the Sensor Bearers, 10. Yeah, armor piercing's not too much of an issue. So actually going with those cheaper Goblin Wolf Riders, probably a little bit better there for payment as well. And they're just going to be scouting each other out. It's like the Gutter Runners are just going to try and poison the River Troll Hag. Come around the flanks, I'm going with the Forest Goblin Spiders with the Archers. Just going to get a nice good old surround here. Now a little bit interesting, we are going to see the Ikit's Cannon on this map, and you're not going to be seeing any sort of catapult, per se. Spirit Leech will be going down. She's been available for quite a while, so it's interesting to see that you're not. So there is going to be one shot going down there. She has been, oh my god, she's been absolutely flung. Surprised I wasn't shot a little bit earlier. The second one will miss. I have to wait till she gets up. Second one will hit here, I imagine. Yep, hit it pretty hard as well. It's going to fling it, unfortunately, which means the third one will miss. But she's certainly going to take a big amount of damage. As she gets up, looks like that one's going to miss as well, which will allow her to move. But these dipstick cannons seem to be fine. Luckily, not all three together, but that one does miss. Looks like that new one nearly hit Grom. As she just go in the tree, she will be able to hide as well. You're going to have the spiders chasing after the gutter runners. And this is the problem here, and this is what I really like the Forest Goblin spiders for. They will be able to catch here pretty comfortably, but as they do poison and run away, so the Pack Masters are going to chase, they do have a brilliant 95 speed. So having those bad boys as well is pretty helpful. Shots trying to hit Grom. Grom will be running away. And it looks like it's just going to be a little bit stable. Just going to wait for the boys here, the goblins. I think they're going to wait for the full surround before the goblins come over the top, because otherwise you're just going to be shooting with the poison winds, whilst the rest of it isn't quite getting into shape. Shots going down on those goblins. Interesting to see the shots going down there. Not much damage, actually, surprisingly. But the spiders are going to come in and try and take care of these gutter runners. They are going to get pushed away by the Pack Master, and what that's going to do is it's going to force these gutter runners to stay a little bit away from the pack here, but you will be having that terror on the from Throt the Unclean on top of their mounts. I forgot what the mounts are called, but yeah, it's very nice to have them. So on the forces, I'm going to move forward. There's a lot of the greenskins here in the trees for sure. A lot of the greenskins over here in the trees. Whilst the rest of the army is moving forward, you know, he is moving. This is sort of like the engagement phase, right? You're sort of maneuvering all your forces into a position. This is a... Oh my god, there's only one cannon left. Okay, interesting. Not sure what happened to those cannons, but I think maybe Spirit Leech or something took those out, but I didn't particularly see too much. But looks like there's only going to be one model left. And that one model is going to probably just try and shoot. Looks like the Stone Trolls. You can always shoot the Giant River Troll Hag, but of course she's going to have that poison. She's going to have that healing. That regeneration is going to be quite handy. Spirit Leech is going to be going down again on top of the Zip cannon. Overcasted as well. Don't really care if it damages her, because obviously it's that regen. She's just going to keep that going. Baited up there for the Poison Wind Globes as well, so they're going to get that volley off. That's going to be some ammunition gone. Then you're going to try and bait as much of that out as possible. It'll certainly do some really good damage over time. You're not going to have a summon of Clan Rats here. As the Clan Rats push forward, I'm sure they'll be shut down by all sorts of Stone Trolls. Now, I really like this here from the Greenskins. It's a quite methodical push, very, very careful, making sure they're getting the correct engagements, and the nice fear-causing Stone Trolls are going to come forward and clean up shop here very, very, very quickly. Boys in red here with Throt and the Pack Master. They're going to come over to the left-hand side to see if they can try and deal with some of these units. I think they could probably try and cycle around and get onto the Spider Riders. Apologies, I have no idea why I'm yawning. Looks like, yep, so it looks like another Spirit Leech here going down on the Poison Wind Globes. And poison shots are, most of those actually hit the Clan Rats, but there's going to be some that might hit the Spider Riders as well. They're going to be running into the Clan Rat Spears. So, yeah, maybe, that's for a summoned unit as well. So, a bit interesting of a chase there. I think a bit of a negative trade there for the side of Alec Rao. But it looks like some of the units, if these units kept moving forward as well, maybe trying to get a full surround. Not too sure what the plan is here. But it's like they're just trying to effectively trade, trying to use up the ammunition for the Goblin Wolf Riders. So the Gutter Runners with Poison are trying to trade and help as well. I think the Giant River Troll Hag is trying to get a little bit closer to maybe see if she can get a free, save some Winds of Magic and try and get a cheaper Spirit Leech. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going down. A cheaper Spirit Leech there, so they're going to get away with it without being shot. A couple of shots are going to go down here, and they do hit, so you will be getting that poison over time here on the River Troll Hag. Poison's still going to be getting shot into goblins, and the really nice thing about those goblins is they do come here with that silver shield. We're mitigating 55% of all incoming missiles when they're facing them the correct way, so that's why goblins just really, really good, like meaty sack shields. These things can just absorb. And when they do touch the front line and that wire does go off, you better be ready. P3's coming across. This bad boy's going to have, looks like just Vermintide, and it's also going to have that nice tier spell. So I'm going to have 3 units of stone trolls just whacking apart this, and they have caught the gutter runners with poison. I mean, they don't have any ammunition left anyway, but they did catch them out a little bit there. Do they have poison melee attacks? That's what they do, so they're going to be really helpful here in the later stages. So Grom has popped onto the scaling stage from the front line. You should be able to break those relatively quickly there. Gobbos have hit, just like we have the Orc boys as well. Where are those fanatics, though, is the question. AP Loons here, fanatics across these boys here with the poison could be quite nice. They're certainly going to be ripping apart some goblins here as well. And I think this force from the Skaven is going to fall apart pretty quickly here. You just got the majority of the force is going to be held by these Skaven slave spears and just normal clan rats. I don't think the censer bearers are really going to be able to uphold up against the stone trolls. I don't think there's enough in them. So while we'll be going down, I will get that immune to psychology, base weapon damage, armor piercing, and melee attack. That's just going to really help clean up against these clan rat spears, and especially with the Orc boys as well. Allow the Orc boys just to really chew through. And the AP Loonies are going to be on the zip cannon, and for the models there, as you can see, they are going to be holding some ammunition, so that will actually really affect balance of power over time as well. But where is he? So just like here, Throt the Unclean is going to be chasing up against Grom. And in the pocket, yeah, so it's like the Stone Trolls will be fighting up against the Censer Bearers. They do have immune to psychology, which is good, so they should be able to hold their fear, won't be having any effect on them. The armor piercing should be able to come through as well with that very good discourage, which would be very nice. Nice breath spell here going down on the Unbreakable AP Loonies. In the back here, looks like we do. Goblins have been broken. I'm not sure what that is for. I can't particularly think of anything. Might be Terror. Maybe Doom and Darkness went down as well. Goblins in the back on top of Throt. And it looks like Throt here has been caught. I think balance of power is super generous here for the Skaven. The Skaven is going to be breaking left, right, and centre. Looks like we do have some poison wind globes still online. Might be able to get a poison in this pocket here. Or maybe try and see if you can get over and help up against these stone trolls. Looks like the gutter runner poisons will be going down. We have lots of the Pack Master.
You all die!
Plague Priest is still online though. We've still got some healthy heroes. Throt will be breaking. Remolder going down on him. So that was good. He managed to pop that off to get that healing for him. So that should be quite nice. But I think balance of power here very quickly going to be shifting. All of these units. I think also the Censer Bearers actually probably held quite a lot of that balance of power. But it looks like here it is going to be falling apart at the sides. I think there's an interesting thing going on with Skaven at the moment, that since you've nerfed a majority of their main units that you would normally expect to see. I think they're going through a little bit of a transition phase where people are really trying to work. Like this seems to be like one of the old builds that you would normally see, but unfortunately here, as you can see, it's not quite holding, as the Greenskins, they weren't very careful on their approach, but they were very comfortable in breaking through. The Goblins won the front line easily. The main monsters won the back line as well, using the Stone Trolls. They were just crumped up against most things, and Grom was very comfortable at dealing with the Pack Masters, etc. So it's like 1057 for Throt the Unclean, 280 here for the Plague Priest, and we're going to get 360 for the Pack Master as well. Skaven Slaves from the front, not too much really. 150 with 130 for the Clan Rat Spears. 84 and 120 here for this unit. We're going to have 380 and 217 for the Plague Month Censer Bearers, and 143 kills, 800, 111 for 1,400 for the Poison Wind Globes, 680 and 580 for the Gutter Runner Poisons, and only 430 here for the Zip Cannon. What could you have really done here to help protect this force? I don't know. Maybe some... I think, you know, if you go Elite Skaven, you do struggle. I don't know what you could have done more. Maybe more Clan Rats. I don't know if this cannon was particularly worth it too much. But you needed something here to really deal with those Stone Trolls. I don't know what you're going to do with the Stone Trolls. 1,758 and 1,100. And they were at full health with regen as well. Grom got 1,280. 1,000 here from the River Troll Hag. 780 from the 8 Peak Loonies, 500 and 180 from the Orcs, 38, 45, 170, 210 there. 140 from the Forest Goblin Spiders, 40, 240, 500, 300, there we go, 700 from the Goblins, and 470 there from the Goblin Warfighter Archers. Yeah, I'm not really too sure what you could have done a little bit differently if you are the Skaven player. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions. Oh, sorry guys, sounds like I've missed a lot. And sensitive people see numbers. Attentive people see numbers of battles. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Caradoc, but I'll take your word for it. Everyone can also still join Son of the Mountains. That is very true. Son of the Mountains are awesome clan. They are an awesome clan, full of really, really cool guys. No, anybody can join Son of the Mountains. Anybody can join. It just happened to be, I think, a couple of Downing mains made Son of the Mountains, but anybody could join. I think, you know, Dosky Jellyfish is part of Son of the Mountains, and he's not a Dowie main. I don't even think he plays Dowie at all. So, yeah, you can still join those. That's debatable. I will probably never improve as well. Is Throt just an ugly version of Volkmar? Volkmar's not ugly, dude. Have you seen that Tash? He's not ugly. I can't see your questions, CJ. Yeah, I think it is a little bit of a midlife crisis for the Skaven. I think people are really trying to work them out. They still got some excellent ideas about them. I just think Skaven, this sounds really, really stupid, but putting up Skaven slaves and stuff by 25, it doesn't sound like much, but actually, you know, if you take into account Skaven slaves here, that's plus 125. That's what a Skaven slave used to cost. And that's the difference between, you know, upgrading Clanrat spears to, you know, that's 2 or 3 models up to Clanrat spears with shields. It doesn't sound like much, but it really, really can make the difference. What were your questions? Logic, when will you make your own clan? I don't know. I don't know when I'll make my own clan, but I don't know what I'll call it either. But maybe I will. I'm not sure. Hey Phoenix, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Skaven main. Yeah, no, I think actually, I think the 2 factions that Jellyfish plays actually is Skaven and VP, which is quite funny. How you doing, Matt? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice to see you here on the channel. I hope your evening's going well, Phoenix. So we'll pop in here and we'll go with Mr. Alric Oral. He's going to be having one. Right, give me 10 seconds and we'll go straight with the next one. But I think I agree. I think everybody's improving all the time anyway, myself included, right? You know, I cast a lot of games. I've seen, you know, I tell people this a lot. I've seen thousands of games. I have an idea what should roughly work, but there are some things that I play that, for example, that don't necessarily fit in with my play style right now. You know, there are different people play different ways, and people have different ideas, and you know, you've not seen. You know, you've never really seen everything, you know, so give yourself a chance. And just because, you know, people like excellent players, like for example, let's take Alfredinho. He'll play a certain way. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to play that way. Find your own way of playing first and get comfortable with the game, and then you can always, move on to a way that you're comfortable with. Alright, so game 2, we are going to be having the Wood Elves here with Caradoc, fighting up against the Tomb Kings of Alec Rowell. And generally you would say this is Wood Elf favoured, but yeah, it should be interesting to see. I know here that we don't have too many players to play Tomb Kings. So we are going to have some Glade Rider Hagbane tips here for the very nice Wood Elves. And we are going to be having the lovely Lost Silveran Knights. Now these beautiful beings are certainly in my top 5 favourite designs in the game. They look so awesome. They're going to be having Frenzy, obviously that immune to psychology, physical resistance, terror, all the brilliant AP stuff you need as well with this Spellsinger of Life. You're going to be coming here with Regrowth, Earthblood, and it's like Awakening of the Woods, and Life Bloom. So yeah, I'm going to be very much healing those. We are going to have the Sisters of Twilight. Very interesting here to see they're going to be having Vantage, but they're not going to be having Conjoined Destiny for that healing. And they're not going to be having the Eagle Quiver. Now, I really like the Eagle Quiver. Eagle Quiver can be very good at sniping out Ark in the Black, and as well, if you do come with, say, a Waystalker as well, you can also use his Arrows of Kurnos. 3 of those bad boys and 2 of those can certainly put Ark of the Black close to being broken. We're going to come with a couple of units. We have the Wardens of Sithral. These lovely infantry units are fantastic with the bonus as large, anti-large, armor sundering, and also Guardians of the Wildwood. So when they are in the trees, they get that extra bonus as large as well. Silver Shields, 40 armor, pretty heavily armored for Wood Elves for sure. We're also going to be having the Wild Heart Guards. They're unbreakable, expert charge defense, anti-large, bonus as large, armor piercing. So lots and lots of bonuses large with armor piercing. I expect here they were expecting, maybe some massive entities. Wild Riders, as well as some Wild Hunters of Kurnos, bonuses large, anti-large as well. Gonna have that Frenzy and that Magic Attack, and 2 units of the Glade Rider Hagbane Tip. So 4 units of those is going to be very good at dealing with Skirmish Cavalry. So we're going to be having 4 units of the Skeleton Horse Archers, and they're certainly going to get outranged. And I don't know if they got more armor. No, 15 plays up against 20, I think. Yeah, but they'll have less range, and they'll get poisoned, and these boys have 94 speed, which, can be pretty difficult. I think actually going, Ushapti is going to be a good counter to those. Skeleton Spears in the front line with some Tomb Guard, Skeleton Warriors, looks like 3 units. I know some more Tomb Guard and some Skeleton Spears. Looks like we're going to be having a Screaming Meme Catapult with some Skeleton Spears on the top. So we're going to have a second unit here with another unit of skeletons as well. And we are going to have a last unit of skeleton spears. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's fine. On top of a last Screaming Meme. So 3 Screaming Meme catapults with some Nekahara horsemen in the back. These bad boys have the bronze shield and that 50 armor. They are still 78 speed, which is really interesting. So the Nekahara horsemen have more armor and are faster than the skeleton horse archers. Now, I think the Skeleton Horse Archers will just look that again a little bit. Maybe give them like 84 speed, something like that. That could really sort of bolster the Tomb Kings. Give them something a little bit more to look at, a little bit of a chunkier, better skirmish cavalry to work with. That could be really nice. We are going to have Arkan the Black as well, so he will be having the 2 Blade of Arkan, as well as Staff of Nagash, the Liber Mortis, which is always exceptional, and Spirit Leech. Yeah, very, very good stuff here. Very, very good stuff. So it should be interesting to see how much this is going to work. So I think a Waystalker here with the Eagle Quiver would have been very nice at just sniping out Arkan. Arkan would have had nowhere to go. Of course, you are going to be having the Ushapti Great Bows, which can also do some really, really good damage. Screaming Memes, I love seeing those ghosty heads flying forward. Always makes me chuckle. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that Alec Rowell's a good Tomb King player. I think him and Legion are pretty good Tomb King players. I've never seen you play them, Void. I've never seen you playing them. I don't know how good you are with them. but I'm sure you boys have played a multitude of times. So shots going down here into the Skeleton Spearmen. These boys do have silver shields, so they're facing the right direction. That's going to be negating 55%, and that's very expensive here on the ammunition point of view. These guys are certainly going to be very expensive, 800 here, which means all the shots going in, you're probably not going to get your value back here up against the Skeleton Spears. You'll certainly take them down, but yeah, I don't know if you'll really get your value there. You'd be better shooting here into the Tomb Guard. Yes, they still have the silver shields as well, but you'll certainly be getting more of your value back. As you can see, Screaming Memes here are going to be hitting the Glade Riders, and the best thing here about the Skeleton Horse Archers is they're very good at just preventing the very fast Glade Riders from getting in the back and shutting down these Screaming Memes. You're also going to have the Shopty with the 255 range as well. They're still going to get in the back and they're still going to charge. And what they're really trying to do is they're trying to force the Skeleton Horse Archers out of Skeleton Spearmen out of position, so they can whip round and take out the Screaming Meme catapult. Shots going down in the back here up against the Skeleton Spearmen. So they are going to be left on fire at will. Now the Hekar Horsemen can do pretty good. And now the only issue I do worry, Spirit Leech will do some good damage up against the Lost Silver Knights, but nothing else really will here in this army, I don't think. They are going to be a bit of a problem to take down. Tomb Kings do struggle with that magic damage. Obviously they have lots of winds of magic, but they obviously do struggle with that magic in general. Now, we do have the Screaming Moon Catapults. They're pretty much going to be the 3 entities here that do cause magic. So if they do hit the Lost Silver Knights, they're going to pack a punch. But we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Skeleton Horse Archers here on the left. Screaming Moon is going to go down here in the pocket. 1 is going to miss, and 2 is certainly going to hit there. We're going to have some more. Looks like it was a bit of a projection there in the front. But certainly taking out a model there. That's not bad. Taking out a model, you'll be happy with that. You'd certainly be happy with that. And so the sister is going to be coming over. She does drop down. Looks like the Skeleton Spears did leave. They are going to be the only answer here to dealing with the Lost Silver Knights. The Lost Silver Knights could really do with getting involved a little bit more. They're certainly take a big smashing here. They obviously can't be too still either, but they do need to get involved. They certainly need to get involved. Otherwise, there's going to be 2,000 value there that really hasn't done much. Oh, nice Screaming Meme there. Nice big head going down and smashing there into the Glade Riders. Looks like here the Wardens of Zithral and also the Winterheart Guards have been left behind. That's yeah, a bit of a mistake there coming in from Caradoc, unfortunately. Looks like here another Screaming Meme in the pipeline going to be hitting the Glade Riders. Love the Glade Riders, but they are obviously going to be very glass cannon and they're very, very micro-intensive. Archon the Black has been spotted in the back here, and he is pretty much a little bit more free to come forward now. He can certainly come forward knowing that a lot of this force has been taken down. Sisters will be able to see him, though. The burst for large shots will certainly take him down pretty quickly. I think it does magic damage. Fire damage, sorry. I can't remember. I need to get this thing out of the way. No, it does armor sundering. I thought it did fire damage. I was pretty sure it did fire damage, but it looks like it doesn't. Lost Silver Knights are going to be back, so they have crashed onto the Skeleton Catapult team here, and they are going to be able to cause them to crumble a little bit, but they have been caught by Skeleton Horse Archers. Healing is going to be going down, so overcasted Earthblood here. Looks like the Spell Singer of Life has taken a bit of damage. Really growth wouldn't be too bad either. Sounds like a nice shutting down on the right hand side here for the Screaming Catapults, but they've certainly done their value. You're not too worried about losing them at this point. You obviously still want to keep them on board, but you don't want to receive them. It's a bit of a mistake coming in here. They've been caught by the Hekar Horsemen. That's a bit of a shame. I'll certainly take a couple of models. We'll go down for that trade value. Archon the Black has also taken a bit of a shock here, I imagine, from the Sisters. Sisters want to get involved here. They certainly want to take down Archon if they can. Taking down Archon can be really painful here. Looks like we have lost some Skeleton Horse Archers for... they haven't used much ammunition, but they're going to be going down to 122 HP. You'll be losing those models very, very quickly. But here, the win condition is getting rid of the Lost Silver Knights. You get rid of those Lost Silver Knights, you pretty much win here as the TK. Looking in the front here, we are going to be losing the Wild Riders. We do have the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. They are going to be pushing into the back. Nice big Screaming Meme there in the back. They'll certainly be gone. We won't be seeing those soon. Just like the Screaming Catapults have come off as well. There's going to be a charge from the Hekar Horsemen from both sides. Maybe this was a bit of a bait here as well. Getting both of the Hekar Horsemen on top of the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. Wild Hunters of Kurnos will certainly do some good damage. It looks like Lieber Mortis going in as well. That's really going to help chew apart these boys. Spirit Leech on them as well. And look how quickly they've gone down. That's some excellent stuff here from the man, the myth, the Alec Rao legend. He has used a very nice Spirit Leech, a Lieber Mortis, and a bit of a bait here from the team just to come in with the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. He left them a little bit open. He came over thinking it was all safe. Oh, I can take out that catapult crew. But little does he know, we had the 2 units of the Hekar Horsemen in the back to take care of that really, really elite unit. Balance power is slightly in Alex Rao's favour here. Not too much, but we do have some skeleton spears pushing out. If you're not careful here, they could catch, and you really don't care if they're shooting your spearmen. You don't care. What do we have here? We decided you shot the Great Bow have 3 shots left. They can certainly do some good work here on the Glade Riders. Well, you kind of want them shooting on the Sisters of Twilight, if you can. So we have run out of ammunition here for the Glade Rider Hagbane tips. Both of these are going to be going down. And so all 4 here are down with the ammunition. Lost Silver Knights are going to be very close to their healing cap. 7 models left, 900 HP for them. Sisters of Twilight are taking over 1,000 damage. They're no conjoining destiny, so they're really going to struggle as well. Spellslinger still has some healing. She can certainly heal the Sisters and try and get them back. But as you can see, coming in a little bit late here, the Winterheart Guards and the Wardens of Sithral were left behind. But that micro is super intensive. And I've certainly done this before. I left some Dragon Ogre Shackles behind once in the WWC and lost a game that cost me a very, very crucial point. It can be done. It really, really can be done. So getting shots in the sky here against the Sisters, I don't think the Sisters have enough ammunition here to deal with most of this force. They are going to be losing the Lost Silver Knights here to the Tomb Guard in the front. There is going to be 4 models left, and I think they more than likely will break here. Spears are coming over as well. They're going to really try and help deal with the Glade Rider Hagbane tips as well. These beautiful boys. Look how many dead models there are over here. It's so sad to see. But you can see the shops are also going to be shooting in. We have lots of horse archers coming. And it's like a summon of these skeleton warriors in the back to really help pin in and deal with the Glade Rider Hagbane tips. Not even gone to the 3rd realm of the souls here for the Tomb Kings. That full healing coming. They haven't even used their Ushupti yet. And when that Ushupti does come in, they'll absolutely carve apart these 2 infantry units. We still have the Lost Silver Knights on board though. Still 4 models. They can certainly heal for sure. Giving those boys to heal as much as they can be good. That Terror can be very handy. But it's going to be healing faction-wide. 336 here for each unit faction-wide for the Tomb Kings. And that is going to spell a little bit of disaster here in the later stages. Shattering are the Glade Riders. We do actually have the Spellslinger that is going to be in the armor-piercing combat here with the Ushupti. They can certainly take care of her, no problem. They do have some shots with them borders that they have won. Maybe they're trying to see if they can kite it into the Sister of Twilight, if they possibly can. That'd be some good value. Looks like here, these Skeleton Spears will be fighting up against the Winterheart Guards. Only 40 armor for them, so even these silly little Tomb Kings can certainly punch through those boys. Also, Knights are going to be helping dealing with the Skeleton Warriors in the front line. 400 HP for them. And it looks like here we do have a Spirit Leech going down on the Sisters of Twilight. They certainly needed a snipe out here against Ark of the Black. Now, Armor Sundering Shot would have been a little bit better in my personal opinion. Yeah, that's really painful here. Spirit Leech going down, that will be the Sisters, and that, I believe, is GG. We do have some unbreakable units here in the front with the Winterheart Guards, but there's just not enough left, I don't think. The Wonders of Sithral with some healing here could be quite nice. I don't know what other spells we got. No, this is just going to be Awakening of the Woods. Awakening of the Woods could have really been used earlier. Negative 48 speed, really could have used them to help deal with the Skeleton Horse Archers. You know, as they do come forward, obviously use that explosion spell to try and deal with a couple of those models there, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. Still ammunition going from 2 models. Spears are coming in as well as the nice Screaming Moon Catapult crew. And we actually have 2 Nehekar Horsemen at the back here just not doing anything at this point. It just shows that, you know, you could just leave units behind and forget. And with this summon coming in, that will really push balance of power as well, because your shots certainly count for quite a bit. They certainly do. Especially when they fight here up against the Wardens of Sithral, they should be able to punch through those pretty quickly. I was thinking it was going to be caster on caster, but as we say that there, with the 2 here down below fighting on each other, it looks like Caradoc will be pulling out. So we'll pop in here and we'll be going properties, and it will be 2-1 here to Mr. Alec Rao. Let's pop back in with the analysis. So 970 for the Sisters of Twilight. It's like 42 here for the Spellslinger of Life. We have 580 for the Lost Silver Knight, 66 for 1050, 380 for the Glade Riders, 570, and 750 for the Hagbane Tips. So the Hagbane Tips did okay. Not brilliant, but they did okay. You know, they got some good value nonetheless. We've got 380 for the Wild Riders, 380 here for the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. That's a little bit disappointing. Really, really nice using the Nehekar Horseman here with a Spirit Leech as well, and Liber Mortis coming from Ark and the Black. those four getting put together on that unit just absolutely decimated it in about 10 seconds, and Caradoc certainly wouldn't have seen that coming. 161 for the Winter Heart Guard, and 130 kills still for the Wardens of Thrall. These guys are certainly no joke. Even at the end, they're still getting lots and lots of kills. Screaming Memes 300, 900, and 1,350 here. Also going to be getting 750, 750, 750, and 70 for the Skeleton Horse Archers. Nothing really from the front line at all. 130, 120, 555 for the Tomb Guard, and 870 from the second. Hekar Horseman 560, 430 for the second unit, 1,965 for the Ushapti Great Bow, with 1,540 from Arkan the Black. Yeah, pretty good stuff indeed. You have seen me play them, and you still didn't give me one of the best TK players, Loshi. I've actually never seen you play TK, I don't think. I don't think I've ever seen you play them. Fistek, Even Star, Taco, Legion. Oh, fair. Fair enough. I'll rate that. I've never seen Fistek use them, to be fair. I have seen Even Star use them once. I think he used, actually, his TK up against Greenskins. I think I've seen him use that before. And I believe he won. I can't remember against who, but it was a good match as far as I can remember. Don't worry, I don't play TK. Oh, okay. I took an illegal build. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Let that be the last talk of TK disasters ever. Yeah, excellent build, excellent biker, brilliant win. There's not really much more to say, really. Caradoc had a really, really nice army, and pretty much, I think Alec Brown knew what he was going to bring. Alec Brown guessed it, and guessed it pretty well. Yeah. Alright, so we're hopping into game 4. Very quickly, guys, if you are enjoying the content, it would really mean a lot if you did leave a like here on the live stream. It really, really does help out the channel. It really does help get more interactions with this live stream, which will help promote it to the wider audience of YouTube, and hopefully try and bring some more people here into the mixture. And also on my Grow to 1,000 subscribers, if you are brand new here today, welcome. I hope you have a fantastic time, and you can also subscribe, and it will alert you here for all the videos and live streams coming forward. And if you'd like even more updates, you can actually pop into the description and join my Discord. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be hosting a sub-faction tournament. I think we're gonna do something a little bit fun with it. What we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do a Randall's gift, where I'll actually give you a faction. So I'll actually give you a faction to play with, which should be quite fun. You know, you'll get a sub-faction and you'll be able to interact with it. Just now, the Mountain King subscribed, so thank you very much, Mountain King. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. It really does mean a lot to me. It really does. So thank you very much. Yeah, so I'll be doing sub-faction tomorrow. I've got two videos coming Wednesday and Thursday, and then on Friday, of course, we have Season 4 of BattleMania, so that should be really fun. We've got lots of stuff, and of course, we've got more tournaments on the weekend. I will be away Saturday, but we will be having a tournament on Sunday, so keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. So game 4, we're going to be having Vampire Counts up against Norska. I like this matchup, pretty even. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to be having the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, by the looks. We're going to be having a Rod Stroking Fiend, some Blood Knights. It looks like the ROR Black Knights, Crypt Horrors, I think they're called. We're going to have some Skellies, some Zombies, some Fellbats, and some juicy, juicy things. I really love this map. This map is so cool. This is one of my favourite maps. It's just so aesthetically pleasing. Now, this is a build I have not seen, and it's also illegal. I believe Double War Shrine is illegal. How you doing, Mountain King? Nice to see you in the chat as well. You can choose your sub-faction. So if you don't want to be part and you actually want to pick your own sub-faction, that's also fine with me. That's not a problem. If you want to mix it up and get something random and have a bit of fun with it, we can do that. Or you guys can just, you know, kind of do as you please. We can either do that, we can not. Yeah, we'll mix it up how you guys want to. I'm pretty sure in the current banner rules you can't have 2 war shrines, but I think you can in the fruit rules. So I don't mind these guys getting a little bit confused. I don't think it changes too much. This is legal, is it? Oh, okay. Thank you very much for the clarification there, Jay Phoenix. Yeah. See, this is why this is why I don't ref. This is why I let G Phoenix do all the smart talking for me. As she is excellent at this. Oh, we're going to have Throg as well. So bonus plus large, armor piercing, anti-large, fight or die, regeneration, fear. I think there's a bit of a meme at this point. But maybe there's something you can cool do with Throg. I'm not a big fan of Throg, but obviously I think Wolfric is better in every single way. But yeah, Throg's come in. So it should be interesting to see. We are going to have the Skinwolf working, who's also going to be pretty nice here. He's going to be having his Ruinous Flesh, as well as the Frenzy and Regeneration with that physical resistance. And we'll be having the Fellbind of Fire. He will be having the Arcane Conduit, Scroll, it's like the Scroll of Shielding, Burning Head, Flaming Sword of Ruin, Cascading Fire Cloak, Fireball, and the Kindle Flame. We'll be having a couple of units of Marauders Berserkers. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Yes, you can have 5, I believe. So that'll be 5 units here dotted around. And this is an interesting build. Obviously going to be no range here from the Vampire Counts, so you're not worried about that either. So 2 units of Fellbats in the sky, which are also going to be accompanied by the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. So we have loads of different lords here, but he's going to be having the Heart Piercing. He'll also be having the Helm of Discord, Sword of Anti-Heroes, Raise the Dead, Dance Macabre, Invocation of Nehek, Pestilence Breath, and Honor or Death, with Hunger, and of course the Curse of Undeath. Double Blood Knights in the front line, very good for the bonus for large, anti-large, and we are going to have the beautiful spears, or should I say lances, sorry, from the Knights Reavers. So the Black Knights here, the RORs with lances, have a wicked 62 charge, regeneration, all really good things, and you really don't see the lances of barding very much. They look cool, but I think most people generally prefer Blood Knights. But I think here is obviously the equivalent of having 3 Blood Knights. I think you can have 3 Blood Knights. I'm really not sure, but I also love me some Blood Knights. These guys do look cool. I'm not really a fan of VC, but I love Blood Knights. Their design is pretty cool. So we are going to have 2 units of zombies here in the front, and some skellies. Now, do you know what? I do like VC, actually. I do like VC. That's a lie. Because units like this are really cool. They are really cool. You will be having the Mortar's Engine, which has the Binding, also Tome, and Corruption with that regen. And most people think this thing actually has is ethereal, but it's not. I believe it actually has magic. I think the ROR actually has magic resistance at 25%, I believe. So we are going to have a Naughty Necromancer. He's going to be struggling his rod in the background, and Master of the Undeath with some Skelly Warriors, some more zombies. Yeah, pretty good stuff, pretty standard. Only one of these bad boys though. Only a single rod stroker. Very interesting.
1, have fun, 2, don't cheese. Yeah, fair enough. That is true. CJ is not the illegal expert. Let me slow this down here. I'm actually not sure what the War Shrine does. Gives Giver and Glories and give melee attack and leadership. Okay, that could be quite interesting. And the favor of the Ruinous Powers has plus 10 leadership. Okay, that could be really interesting. So that giving plus 10 leadership in both. I assume they don't. They obviously won't stack, but having both could be quite interesting. So I assume breath attack here is going to go down on one of them. Obviously, you can't shoot it in the sky, so you're pretty much just going to have to take that to the face and hope it's not too bad. We'll be getting 3 of those breath attacks. The rest of the army is going to be slowly making its way forward. You are going to get some charge in the front lines of the Blood Knights. Not much bonus this large here. I mean, Wind Walls would have been quite nice, but it's just going to be continuous cycle charging here in the front here from these Blood Knights. And yeah, they took a lot of damage on the charge. I wonder how much of that came from the War Mammoth, or how much of that came from the Berserkers.
Invocation going down though, so they will be getting those full models back for sure. Fireball going down in the pocket. Is he going to hit here? He does hit the nice big dragon, but he'll certainly heal that away. But over time, that will reach him closer and closer to that healing cap. So there is going to be a summon of the zombies on top, really just going to knacker out these Mauler Berserkers. Looks like here, the Skinwolf did charge in with Throg, really punching here up against the Blood Knights. Obviously, they would really want to try and wither down. Nice charge here in the front again, up on the Mauler Berserkers. Don't want to be staying in too much combat here. Just some excellent micro here coming out of Alec Brow. He's obviously going to be taking some damage here for the charges, but overall, with Invocation in the Heck and no healing here for the Norskins, he's just going to be winning overall, pretty much. Top Blood Stroker is coming. He wants to be stroking vigorously as much as he possibly can, and that's really unfortunate. Some of the Mauler Berserkers are going to be rampaging. Another fireball going down. No, it doesn't look like it. The boys have broken, so they are going to have to go with him. You know, it's one of those boys on a night out that gets a little bit too drunk, and he's just going to be going forward there. And he's gone on a wild one. He has gone on a wild one. I don't really know how long that's going to last for, but they kind of just stay with him because they can't really afford to lose a unit of Mauler Berserkers at this point. They're already pretty down to low models anyway. They actually start with 380, which is pretty brave. It's pretty brave. This is a brave build, I'll give you that. So they're going to get charged in the front, and they'll get charged in the back as well. And the War Mammoth will come in, but unfortunately not close enough here to really cause any damage. And you really can't be leaving... you've got a bit of the Dowie effect here. If you are going to go for a box, as you can see, these boys in the back here, and some excellent stuff coming from Alec Brow, you really can't be leaving these guys on their own, because they're going to get charged for free, and they're not going to do much damage back. You need your War Mammoths to do the damage here. You need them to... You essentially need the Mauler Berserkers to bait in the charges, and then the War Mammoths need to do the damage back here to the nice Reavers and the Blood Knights, because otherwise they're just going to struggle. So they have certainly rampaged here, and you should be able to get some zombies and co over to help deal with them. But the last thing you want to do here as the Norskins is spread wide. If you get spread apart here, as you can see, they are going to be rampaging all over the place. It's already looking a little bit desperate here from the Norskins. War Mammoths are still pretty healthy, and this Blood Dragon Vampire is certainly not going to land anytime soon. And as you can see here, the Mortis Engine is just going to be standing and healing here on the Blood Knights. Nice good charge here on those zombies. Those meaty sacks, didn't know what happened to them. I mean, they are such a cool unit, the War Shrines. They do look super sick, I must admit. The one advantage you do get is if you do split up the Maul Mammoths, you do get the plus 10 leadership and the plus 24 melee attack in separate areas. So the army does happen to split, you can have that advantage. But it's not really much an advantage at this point. As you can see, the ones that have Rampage have... looks like the Skinwolf working has been caught. Helmet Discord going down. He will be getting taken apart. I think he was trying to defend them with all the Berserkers. And he will certainly be paying for that very, very expensive hero here in the pocket. A little bit unfortunate. He would have been perfect at dealing here with the Blood Dragon Vampire. But Sword of Anti-Heroes, Heart Piercing going down as well. Almost Armor Sundering as well. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame that you're going to be losing him there in the pocket. Fairback should be able to accompany him off quite nicely, and I'm sure you're going to get a nice triple heal here on the Blood Knights, Black Knights, and the Co. As you see, most of the force is really spread apart here. You need to get this nice and close together, but obviously a lot of these are going to be rampaging here into the zombies. I mean, you can rampage into zombies all you like, it doesn't really matter, like it's not going to benefit the Norskins at this point. You need to stay together, because the main things you need to deal with here are the Knights. The rest of the army is really not all... you can see here, Alec Rouse has kind of left it behind. It's not really important at this point. The rest of the army is just really not useful. You can certainly get the skeletons in there, and they'll certainly chop apart some of the marauders, but the zombies are just going to knacker them out. They're pretty active though still, which is quite surprising. They've still got lots to give, these bad boys here in the pocket as well. Looks like they're going to be very tired. Tired but confident. So very good. Cryptora is going to be able to pin in the War Shrine. I think it's going to be a summon of zombies in the back as well. Really try and see if you can pin in all of its units. I guess that is the advantage. You can pin in and just put breath attacks down now. Yeah, nice breath attack there on the War Mammoth. It looks like here we are going to be having an overcast Flame of Sword of Ruin fighting by as well. Really trying to buff all of the stats. A shattered unit of Mauler Berserkers here in the pocket. Really nice charge coming from these Blood Knights here up against the Mauler Berserkers. Give it and Glory as well for plus 24 minutes attack. And imbued fire damage is going to be very helpful here up against the Crypt Hobbits with that regeneration. That naughty Necromancer is still going to be dancing around in the background. He's not going to be having regen though. He's not going to be on his not going to be his little corpse cart. So he's not going to get regeneration. So I don't think he's used that rod yet. He certainly, or maybe he's just going to be getting healed from Master of the Undeath. I'm not too sure if that actually heals himself or not. Maybe somebody in chat can tell me if Master of the Undeath actually heals him. I don't actually know that. But here, getting involved is going to be the nice Mortis engine. The Mortis engine is going to be trying to do that nice damage over time, heal its own units as well, including the Blood Dragon Vampire, the Necromancer, and all the other good bits and bobs. The majority of this force here has one. I think it's pinned in the Warhammers quite nicely. They are just going to continuously keep cycle charging here. The Familiar Belfiend, it will be having armor sundering, so it can certainly help here. It looks like it has been caught. I think there's going to be a Burning Head going down. So Burning Head here on the nice Black Knight is going to be going down across the skeletons as well. I'm really coming across this chaff here, which is really quite nice. That's a really nice Burning Head there, actually, I must admit. Really good work there. But as you can see, the Blood Knights are going to be coming out with their healing caps. So there's a unit over here very close. The Black Knights. The Blood Knights are going to be probably about 1,000 off their healing cap there. Let me see what happens to the other Knights. There's another unit of Blood Knights in the back here. They're about 1,000 off as well. So they're all going to be struggling there just a little bit. So that's why Balance Power is going to be getting pretty close there. But the Familiar Belfiend is certainly do some damage here up against these Black Knights. But it looks like here we do have the Fellbats on as well, so they're going to be absorbing some of that damage. And we do have the War Shrines. He's going to be trying to turn around here and see if he can punch the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. And if he does, it will force an invocation here. Yep, he's certainly hit there by Throg. Throg came through with a big hammer. And he's certainly going to be slamming here up against the Blood Dragon Vampire. Really do with fight or die now for the added leadership. As you can see, you're going to be losing that War Mammoth. And with that, I'm sure Balance of Power will be shifting as well. The other War Mammoth here, is it targeting the Necromancer? I don't think it is. I think he's going after these Blood Knights. Fireball going to be hitting the backside here, the Blood Dragon Vampire. Really good stuff here from Caradoc, and a nice resurgence here in the back end of this game. Really coming back into it here a little bit. Really trying to bring it back where he can. Unfortunately, losing that War Mammoth is very, very costly. You can pretty much forget about that. Negative 36 leadership, that thing will not be coming back. But here, looks like Throg is going to be trying his best. Going to be a couple of abilities. Giver and Glory still going to be going down for him. Helmet Discord though will be negating that extra melee attack. He's down to half health. He does regeneration. Nice charge there from the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. Terror will be going in as well up against him, and that will be armed losses. GG's and well played. Alright, so if we look at the scores here, it will be a 3-1 to Alec Rao. Very, very, very nice stuff. So as we have a look here, Alec Rao, he got 2,500 for the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, 300 for the Necromancer, that's not bad, 980, 1,960, and 1,570 from the Black Knights. These three here were, yeah, they did some really, really good work. 844 here from the Crit Horrors, I'm sure that was smashing up against Throg and the War Shrine. So I got 810 for the Mortis as well, 377, 214 for the Skeleton Warriors. Wow, 130 there for the Zombies, that's quite surprising. 130 and 120, and it's like 260 and 33 for the Fellbats. So yeah, pretty good from Alec Rao. This is a nice build, nice build. This one here was, I think, a little bit experimental, but I quite liked it. 2.85 here from Throg, 1.1 here from the Familiar Belfiend. And it looks like we had 375 for the Skin Wolf working. That guy got caught out just a little bit. Having him there in that later stage is really going to help do some good damage up against the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord and also the rest of the cavalry. As you can see, 149, 640, 161 for 300, 97 for 768. 1,083 there for 97 kills, 259 for 920, 112 kills for 2,700, 1,376 here for the second War Shrine as well. Unfortunately, a couple of models there of the Marauder Berserkers and the Skin Wolf working getting caught a little bit out of position, unfortunately. If they had been caught out of position, maybe this could have been a bit of a tighter game. There was certainly, as you can see here, pretty withered were going to be most of the Knights. The Blood Dragon Vampire Lord wasn't close to his healing cap, but it was certainly going to struggle. A lot of this chaff was going, which was actually going to force the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord to come down a little bit more, have more Winter Magic into summoning those zombies rather than actually healing himself. So, yeah, it could have been very interesting towards the latter stages of those games. But yeah, GG's and well played, and a really nice victory here from Alec Rao. It looks like they only had time to play a best of 5, but still some really, really good games, and it looks like Alec Rao here will be the victor of Season 3 BattleMania. So, we will be going through to Season 4, and that will be starting this Friday, so you guys will be ready to sign up. as of tonight, I will be putting a stream schedule up. I'll be putting it here on the Discord so you guys can see what is going to be going ahead every single week. So what I'll do is I'll put, say, you know, it's going to be one tomorrow, so it'll be Tuesday, 1500 BST. You'll be able to see that I'm going to be doing my sub-faction tournament. There'll be a link there as well, so you can click, and BattleMania on the Friday, you'll be able to click, and you'll be able to see. And then obviously I'll be having, say, Wednesday, Thursday, you'll be able to see the videos that I'm putting on as well, so... So yeah, let's catch up with you guys. Yes, I agree with that, Zypher. But we'll never mean with other people. You say it like you say. I know him. Yeah, Voya. Okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, I think soon we'll be rolling over the fruit rules. We're not quite there yet, but I'm sure we'll be rolling over the fruit rules very, very soon. Sounds like my day, dude. Tired but confident. Oh my god. A night with the hot chick. Yeah, tired but confident. GG's indeed, and well played to both sides, so that will be the end. If you guys, of course, have any questions going forward for these events, unfortunately there were a few that did go into the top, for example, Void Laws, etc. were in. We did wait for the previous week. I had to jump all the way down to, I think it was joint 18th, which was 22 people. So I have had over 50 people played this season, which is really, really awesome. So thank you very much to all of you that did compete. It was really awesome of you. But I had to jump down to 22nd to find my top 8 places. So I thought we're getting a little bit too far down the list here. So I had to extend it a week. We got to this week and I managed to get 8 players from the top 11. So I thought that was acceptable to go ahead. So thank you very much to everybody that played. I'm hoping to see all of you in the next competitive season. The winner here will be going away with a copy of Total War Warhammer 3, which will be Alec Rao. And Caradoc will be coming second here, and he will be obtaining a nice DLC copy of The Silence and the Fury. So I'll be sending that over to those guys very, very soon. And they're going to be the winners here. And the next BattleMania will be Zypher's, apparently. But the next BattleMania will be having the same prizes, so hopefully see all of you there. Will be 4 weeks. Try and get as many points as you can. For those that might not know what this is, basically what you'll do is you'll join into the tournament. Every tournament, you will obtain points for playing in the tournament. So as long as you play, you will obtain points. And the further you go through the tournament, the more points you get. Over the 4 weeks, you add up all of your points together, and the top 8 players with the most points will be coming through to the final here to play for that prize. I'm going to be altering the final next time as well a little bit. So before we did do a best of 3, a best of 5, and a best of 7. We were able to do that there in about 5.5 hours, I think it was. So we were able to get that done in, I wouldn't say a reasonable time, but we were able to get it done in a a sensible time considering how many games there were. Whilst this time we had 5 hours to do a best of 3, a best of 5, and then we got to the finals. And this was the final. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, drop a comment down below, maybe after the video as well, about what you thought, and maybe some ideas you might have going forward. And yeah, there's going to be some more videos, some more live streams, and some more good content coming forward. So take care of yourselves, think about subscribing, and I'll check you soon in all the videos and the live streams. Take care of yourself, guys, and I'll see you soon.